On my last video, Mr. Sigma said that my game looks like us, and to be honest, he's kind of right. So in this video I will try to fix that, but first we need to get rid of this thing. To replace the bean, I created a new character model in Blender based on the sketch I made before and added scalable torso bones that allows for different body types from skinny to muscular. And of course your mom! After that I textured the model, made few basic animations and threw everything into the game hoping nothing would go wrong. I guess I just created a sleep paralysis demon, but after I fixed the scaling issue, the new colonies look like this. The bean is replaced, so now it's time for the game visuals, and the first thing I added was texture blending, because as you can see, when two different textures are next to each other, they look cheap, bad and ugly. The solution for this is to blend two textures on the border, and I'll try to do it now. Yep, well, it didn't work, and it's because the shader treats each tile separately. So to fix that I added weights to every type of terrain, and the texture with greater weight blends over the other texture. The next step to improve the game visuals was adding environmental details like rocks and grass. So I made a few simple rocks and created a script that randomly placed them across the map. I also made a grass model, but for some reason it looks more like aloe vera. So I need to try something else. I found this cool looking grass on Sketchfab, but with no way to download it, I had to make it myself. The grass in game looks more like a bush now, but after scaling it down, it looks great. After that I created shader to sway the grass and voila, the grass is done. Another thing that needs update is a building blueprint, because right now it's just a transparent version of the final model. But I wanted some kind of visual indicator to show the construction progress of the buildings. To solve that I created a shader that fills with the color as the building gets closer to completion. And that's how it looks in game. The game looks better now, but we still miss the juice. So I created stone particles using Unity's particle system, and just like that, mining looks a lot better now. After that I added post-processing, and it was finally time to add user interface. I started with something simple, which is a selection panel. Its purpose is to display information about selected tile or colonies. After that I added colonies names floating above their heads using ScreenSpace UI. Unlike WorldSpace UI, which exists inside the 3D world, the ScreenSpace UI is rendered directly on the screen, making text easy to read at any distance. I used the same approach to create progress bars, which displays, well, progress of colony's current task. Sorry to interrupt, but if you enjoyed this video so far, please subscribe to this channel. Anyways, the next thing I added was portrait panel, which displays all the colonies you have and lets you click to select specific one. And the last UI element I added was building menu, and thanks to this code I don't need to create new UI elements for every structure added. All I have to do is create scriptable object inside buildings folder. UI is done, but now we have another issue to solve. As you can see, sometimes it's hard to tell if certain tile is wall or not, especially if you zoom out. So we need to fix that. I found this cool outline shader made by Chris Nolet and decided to yoink it. But to use it, first I had to separate walls from the floor. Then I applied outline shader to the walls, and just like that, they became much easier to tell apart. With the visual upgrades out of the way, it was time to add more things to build. The first building I added was floor, and cool thing about it is that it doesn't generate any additional geometry and just change the texture of the ground, which also allows it to blend with the surroundings. Next I made this door model in Blender, which as you can see have bone on hinge to ensure the door rotates correctly. Well, after a quick fix, doors now open as intended. The last thing I added to the game was bed, but the colonies can't even sleep on them. So you might be wondering why I added it to the game in the first place, and the reason for that is to support multi-tile buildings. Unlike anything I added so far, the bed takes up 2 tiles. So before placing it, the game checks if both tiles are free, otherwise the construction is blocked. And that's it for this update. If you have any suggestions for the game or just want to share your thoughts, let me know in the comments. And see you next time.